Set, and today I'm going to be trying something new. I went shopping this morning and I picked up some new products because I have really dark under eye circles and I've tried a lot of different things that don't work. I have this Boo Boo cover up, and this is actually supposed to be light, but it's actually really dark compared to what skin color I am. I've even tried the Kula Natural BB Cream, and this is the unscented version, and this is again supposed to also be light, but it's too dark on my skin. I have the Dr. Jart BB Cream, and this one is in light medium, and this is also really dark on me. And a while back I picked up this L'Oreal True Match, and this is in fair light, but again, it's just the wrong color. The only thing that I've found that really works for me is actually, it's also made by L'Oreal. It is the Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream in fair, and it goes on white and kind of like warms up to your skin color. I even have two different colors of CoverGirl foundation that I have tried to mix and match to make a foundation that is close enough in color for me to use. And it's just, none of it really, it just doesn't, none of it works on me. So I took to YouTube and started watching some videos and watched what some other people did that have really dark under eye circles like I do. And, you know, as a cosmetologist, I just knocked a bunch of stuff over on my counter. I moved one thing and knocked 10 things over. In cosmetology school, they only teach you like certain things. Mainly when I went to school back in the late 90s, it was more hair focused. It wasn't, we did learn skincare, we learned about makeup, we learned about manicures and pedicures and acrylic nails and that kind of stuff. But the majority of our schooling, at least 800 to 900 hours of it, was specifically on hair, the chemistry of hair, the different processes and all that kind of stuff. So they kind of left some gaps in my education. So I did go back in the early 2000s and focused more on skincare. But again, the teachers didn't know a whole lot about makeup. The makeup that was in the room for us to use was disgusting. It had been there for years. Some of the foundations had gone bad. So it was just not really a good learning experience for me. So I'm kind of, as you could say, behind in the times on that kind of stuff. So I picked up several new products. These two are from Revlon, and they are the Photo Ready color correcting pens. One of them is in lavender and one of them is in peach. The orange one to try. Then I have this CoverGirl Outlast All Day Soft Touch. This is in fair, so we'll see if this also works. And then I picked up two other products. One of them is by Maybelline. It is called Master Camo, and this is blue, but it's supposed to be purple. And the last product is by Hard Candy. It's the color corrector, and this one, I think they call this, yeah, this one says peach on the packaging. So, and it's got its own little sponge on it, just like the Maybelline one does. So I'm going to try the Revlon ones first. I did just wet my beauty blender, so it is damp. I'm going to try, said you're supposed to turn it 10 to 15 times. I'm like 25, and I'm going to do one half with these two products and then the other side with the other orange and lavender. Eye makeup on, and I did blush and bronzer earlier, but I really didn't put any foundation on. Leave that where it is. Difference. Looking in the mirror, looking in the camera. So I'm gonna put some on again. Yeah. I mean, I've done 45 clicks already. Right direction because it won't turn the other way. Right there. There's some product. Use my finger this time instead of the beauty blender. Maybe it soaked up, and I'm just gonna tap it. Eyeliner I'm wearing is definitely not waterproof because the beauty blender already smudged it. Too worried about my eye makeup because I'm gonna be getting a shower here in a little bit. And I got makeup wipes. I've never tried makeup wipes before because most things like that break me out. And I also got the micellar water by Garnier, but I also got their the Garnier refreshing remover cleansing towelettes. Even in halogen and UV lighting, I mean, the side width, so it is covered a little better, not quite as nice as I would like. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lavender right over the top of it. What the girl did was she did the orange first and then she put the lavender on it to kind of neutralize it. And you can actually kind of see down in the center, you can see the little hole. So that's what I'm looking at, is I'm watching the hole for the product to come up. That's 25 whole complete turns. The other one came out a lot quicker than that. There we go. Just kind of exploded. The lid on it. And I'm going to use my finger again that still has the other product on it. Product out of that than I did with the orange. But then again, I'm also building on top of the other product. Natural, if you look up here, I've got a lot of green in my skin. Eyebrow, there's a lot of green in my skin. So lavender being, if you look at the color wheel, to get rid of like yellow in the skin and hair. It's really funny because I'm very pale, but I've got a lot of olive undertones in my skin. Sallow a lot of the time. My eyeliner or any of my makeup right now. I just kind of put on some basics to go out in public so I didn't look like a zombie. Haven't really been sleeping well. Late. Compared to the side without and the side with, it's dark. It's, you'll see it. Go out, and since it's daylight outside and it's dark in the house, everything's wood. You want to come outside? Come on, Emily. Let's go. Come on. Might as well let the dog out. Come on, Scrunchy. Oh, I just realized I left the lights on. Alright, now I'm outside. Side without, the side with. Chihuahua. It's my dad's dog. What do you think, Em? You see a difference in Mommy's face? Huh? She really doesn't care. So, for the most part, this is the darkest part of my face. And even like right here, you can see when you see where my glasses were. But, I don't know. It made my forehead in this area not look as green. And, you know, parts of my face that are usually green, especially like right in here, if you look, I'm really like yellowish green. Even like along here, up in here, right here, I'm really like this real sallow color. So I think it kind of neutralized that. Let me put the concealer over the top of it that I got and see if that works to try and hide it even more. I hate having to use a bazillion different products on my face. But I went to a job interview yesterday and the requirement for the job is makeup every day. And she asked if I had been sleeping well due to my dark circles. Alright, I guess I'm supposed to just squeeze this and it's supposed to come out. Oh, that was easy. It's just to blend with, but I'm going to stick with my finger for right now. Pat on top of the product instead of like too much because I don't want to move the other product around. Concealer brush, but the dark right here. Gosh darn eyeliner. I will use my beauty blender. Just wants to be so darn stubborn. Any more product out. I am just using what was left on the little sponge tip. Harsh edge. Of course, I've got wrinkles, so I'm not really worried about that. Compared to without and with, it is much better. And you know, I don't have any foundation or anything on. I'm gonna go ahead and try the other two products on this side really quick. This one again, you're just supposed to squeeze it and use this. So look, I'll blow the top off of it. Oh, I didn't realize this. There's idiot instructions on here that I didn't read. This one says off, on, off, on. So you just spin the top to open it up. More orange than the other one was. Close it, and I'm just going to use this to try and same damp beauty blender to go over the edges. Before I hit it with the beauty blender, because it wasn't quite as dark. I'm going to get just a little bit more product on here. Typical. Grab the lid for this. It went bouncing across the bathroom floor. And I'm just going to use my finger from before and just lightly tap. A highlighter that is gotten in here or what, but it's like really iridescent in here all of a sudden. Spot alone. Now I'm going to come in with the Maybelline Master Camo. It's a weird, oh, it's kind of hard too. Gently tapping this on top of the other product so I don't move it too much. That it needs to sit and dry. Like this side is like tacky right now, which would be okay if I was, you know, gonna either put foundation on over it or I could put powder on. Most green anyways. really neutralized how green my skin looks in here. Over it with the same concealer I used on this side, and then I'll go back outside in the daylight. Coming up on you when you lightly squeeze. See it, but that's also because I know it's there. Hit it with the beauty blender just a little bit. Lavender shade definitely neutralized all of this, even though I can feel it. Dark. And then I'll come back in and I'll set it with powder and see what changes. What are you doing? Haven't even been outside a few minutes. Wow, that is a big difference. Now, this side here definitely shows less dark than this side, but just the coloration of my face. See how like yellow and green it looks here compared to this area in here where I put that blue product. And then the under eye, I mean, for as dark as my under eye circles are, I think it did a really good job covering it up. I'm trying around a little bit away from the sun. I am really shocked at the coloration difference. Even neutralized up here as well with the other purple shade. As you can see, this side is more pink looking than this side. The same thing with like a little overexposed here with light. And it's crazy, I am under trees, lots of trees. Yeah, this side isn't quite as sallow as this side. Same thing up here. It's like more pink looking than this side. Overall, I think doing the orange probably under my foundation and then doing the lavender on top of dried foundation and then doing the concealer on top will probably work the best to get rid of these. I could try dabbing some foundation on it really quick to see if that helps. You seriously want to come in? Come on. Dogs. She'd sleep on the couch all day if you let her. All right. Now this is a combination of two CoverGirl foundations, which I thought were right here on the shelf. I honestly thought they were right here with unless oh, I did. Okay, so these are, I don't know, they're just liquid foundation. One of them is 510, one of them is 505, and because I've got sensitive skin and like combination skin, one of them is called Ivory, the other one is called Classic Ivory. So I mixed both of these in order to get a foundation that is as close as possible, and I just put it in here instead of just carrying two of those around. The color, and I'm just gonna grab a little out of the lid. It's gonna be where I had put the correctors before versus where I didn't have any corrector. Pointed edge just because I knew I would be working close to my eye. There's no point in flipping this thing around and using this side of it when I'm going to be doing up close work like this. Alright, back outside though. I wish I could find a foundation that's as light as I need, but is a thicker consistency than what I'm using, that doesn't cause me to break out. I see all these people on YouTube reviewing these like $40 and $50 foundations, and I worry that it's gonna cause things like this, because this happens due to shampoo and conditioner. So alright, after putting foundation on my face, except for the blush and highlighted areas, this side still looks more green than this side where the corrector is, and the same up here. But my under eye circles, now that I've added the foundation, It's almost like the liquid using the beauty blender over it has caused some of the concealer to vanish, but they're not dark black purple anymore. I mean, yes, they're still there. I can still see them. But from this distance, it's not that bad. And I'm only an arm's reach away. There's my front door. I mean, even if I was, you know, an elbow distance from somebody, they're noticeable, but they're not as bad. So I think either of the two products will work just fine. Just gonna take some finessing on getting a situation. Let me see what the foyer light does. It's just an overhead chandelier. They're not that bad. I shouldn't have gone outside in my socks. Well, out of the 5 products, they're not that bad. And this concealer is actually, I think, a closer match. This one's an 810. And this one just says W123. Color-wise, they're very similar, but this one has more yellow in it, whereas this one doesn't. It's more of a neutral shade. And this one's darker. So I'm going to grab the Maybelline Master Fix. Having a black beauty blender by Bogas, I want to say, is that it looks dirty after one use. Just put some loose powder over it. Anymore, whereas like these, I can feel the tackiness. Improvement from before. Now to test out the makeup wipe. Because like I said, I've never used one of these before. It's between one and the other, and I'm going to do from here. here out and from here to here. And you can definitely, hello, one of my light bulbs just. Concealer is not, and where the concealer is, and again here. The wipe is it? It's really scratchy feeling on my face. Let's see if there's anything else left to take off on my face. And the other half. So it did take off a little bit more. I still have makeup on the side. Mascara, and it's not even waterproof. It's the It Cosmetics Superhero. Stuff is starting to burn my eyes. But yeah, this is the mascara that I had on. Lashes. I have lashes, they're just really blonde. I think all in all I like both of the products. Makeup wipe, again, it's still burning my eyes. It's probably the fragrance in it. Hopefully the micellar water that I bought I won't have a problem with. I've never used that kind of stuff before. Usually I use my own makeup remover, and then I go on with my tried and true Melaleuca face wash afterwards, just in case there's any residue left on my face. But yeah, there's a big difference after putting all that product on. Ready with me, look. 5 of the new products. I will do a get ready with me and use, you know, the Revlon one time, and then the next time I'll come in and I'll use the other 2 products, which is the Maybelline and the hard candy. And then I'll do one look where I do one eye with the True Match and then one eye with the CoverGirl, so that way you can see the difference between the 2 concealers as well. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get ready for a shower. I've been up all night, and I will see you guys in my next video. And I'm sorry this was so long. I'll see you guys later. Bye.